Hello, chat. Hello. We're finishing this one up tonight. That's right. After this, Doom's already done. Like a few missions left. But here we are. Welcome back, everybody. Wall, Messias, Leo Delio, Pride, Tunes, Vista. Hope we've all had a good day. We're playing Doom right now, too. How you liking it? Huh? Tell me what you feel. Music reminds me of Killing Floor title music. I mean, I've never played Killing Floor, actually. But I know of Killing Floor. And yeah, this probably does actually fit it more than it does Doom. But it's whatever. This is the music they wanted. It's what they chose. What they paid for. What they got. Not keen on Doom. Let's play Persona. You ain't tricking me like that. You want that? You gotta like convince other people to join the Patreon. How's Doom going? We're finishing it up tonight. Finishing it up, and then I'm taking a day or two off to hopefully bang out a script for this one really quickly. Does sound like Killing Floor music alone. I didn't even notice. Yeah, that's a game I kind of forgot existed, actually. You loving it? Hey, thank you for the love. But yeah, I'm like at the tail end of my social battery right now, chat. It's like, what, my 5th or 6th day streaming in a row? So I'm just like, ugh. What do I got left to do? All right, just get through it, Dartigan. Get through it. And you take a couple days away, charge up again for something else. But yeah, we're finishing this tonight, no doubt. Power through. This is what dedication looks like, chat. Deciding to talk to you guys for 4 hours a night. That's how committed I am. But yeah. That's been my day. I didn't really do much today. Just like took it easy. My mom gave me some like old leather jacket she rescued from like a hoarder house, and they didn't fit me. Not that I was really one to wear them anyways. I'm not really a leather wearer. I haven't hit my like I haven't hit that phase yet where I wear leather trench coats. Thankfully, they don't look good on me. They do not look good on me. I tried it out. I was like, not only was it too big, I would feel embarrassed, chucking that on me and going out in public. Can't stay, unfortunately. I must defend democracy from the Illuminati again. And what does that entail you doing, I wonder? How does one defend democracy from the Illuminati? Yeah, I've always been under the impression the Illuminati was just like an organization that was against the Catholic Church. So I'm assuming you're like somewhere in, Italy or the Vatican doing unscrupulous things. Beat Eternal and Ultra Nightmares, so I'm forcing myself to go through it on the Dark Ages too. Well, I'm playing this game on hard mode as well. It ain't that hard. I gotta be honest with you on this one. Grand Moff Tarkin, huh? I can barely hear you over the music, Dartigan. Well, here, let me turn it down for you. How about now, huh? Why didn't anyone else tell me that they can barely hear me? I've been here talking to myself this entire time. Actually trying to get into some small leatherworking. So are you gonna be the one who's like drying it or like sewing it into something? But no, I don't really like the smell of leather actually. Like I got those, my mom brought those jackets over, and like it means like I like smell the leather smell because it's actually real leather, like Italian leather too. It's like all black and succulent. I don't know why I used that word, but I did. But it's like my face was like, ugh, leather smell. Definitely easier than Eternal. I'd say it's easier than Eternal and 2016. But I think I might give that game a miss. I don't actually know the TV series. Sorry that was for you. Sorry, but I was trying to get the casting of Frank Stone for you and Lucky, but I can't find it or a code. Don't you worry about it, man. We got plenty of games. We got plenty. I mean, I'm not even that interested in that game. And if I want it, I'll grab it. Made a carrier for my tablet and looking to make a hip pouch soon, huh? Or leather, well, you know what? You could take that shit to Etsy. Thank you, Dartigan. Hey, Royster, I'm not sure what you're thinking before, but hey, you're welcome. Bird Wizard, what's up, man? Thought it was for Dart, but just in case. Hey, maybe everyone wants that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a Resident Evil 4 remake stream soon. Gotta get that. I've never done a randomizer run of any game before, and that's gonna be my first. Halfway through, I've died a few times and had to start. Only died a few times in this game as well. It just is not a difficult game, even on hard mode. You might need to like bump the difficulty up a notch if you want a real challenge. Brinkstone game really disappeared without trace. Yeah, that developer I think is struggling right now. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on over there. But yeah, the Brinkstone game never looked that interesting to me. Or anyone else concerning the cells of it. I'm on the hardest already while you're the one where you die and then you lose your entire run. Ultra Nightmare is the permadeath mode. Okay, I'm just playing on hard mode. You're taking a bit stronger than me. I think I'm on ultra violence. I don't have the patience to restart a game. It takes that many hours to get through. We have a new game from them in October, set in space. Yeah, but I've hardly heard anything about it, have we? Like they don't really know what they're doing over there. That's super massive. Thinking you were turning down the music so we could hear you? Oh, okay. I understand now. Sorry, chat. I've currently got like a piece of popcorn stuck in my tooth, so I'm having to fish it out. Love the gameplay loop, so it's just more playtime for me, huh? Well, hey, congrats, man. Congrats. But yeah, this feels like a sleepy day for everyone. Chat, nothing interesting happened today. I thought I was living in interesting times. Like we've all now like gotten used to it. Like, yeah, well, how it is. So now everything just seems mundane. We humans, we can adapt to so much. Back to the grind. Why, hey. Godspeed, sir. Godspeed. Ugh. So yeah, it's been such a boring day. I'm not even sure what to talk about. Because I can't talk about myself because I've already revealed everything about me. That I'm willing to share anyways. And I need the right context for revealing anything new. Just got off work? Well, welcome, we're gonna welcome. Take a seat. Put your feet up on the table if you like. You'll order a drink. You know, Chad, have I ever told you my dream to one day have a live band in the back of my stream? It's like I'm just streaming a game and all of a sudden here's a live band performance. I don't know if any other streamer's done that before, but that's me. If I got the money to do it, that's what I'd put up. Like hire a live band every stream, just play music. When I need to, but it'll only be like, for the proper context. You went to a baptism today, which was interesting. I mean, I feel like a baptism is pretty predictable. So I'm not sure I'd ever use the term interesting, unless it's, unless you're just really fascinated by like religion. Like they either sprinkle the water on the head if they're Catholic, or they like dunk them in a river if they're Baptist. You see the development cost of GTA 6 is $1 billion allegedly. That seems obscene. It seems that way because the idea of, well, one, they know they can probably make that back. They still make like $5 million a month off GTA 5, and that game's already earned well over $1 billion in revenue for them. So they're probably willing to spend that kind of money to also make another couple $1 billion over the next 10 years of that game's lifestyle. Actually, way more than that, because all the multiplayer stuff will add even more money onto it. So it seems like a lot, but it'll probably earn them 10 times as much money. What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? You know, baptism. What a time to talk about baptism while I'm playing this game. Do you think, Doom Guy is baptized and circumcised? I don't know. I get the feeling he has been. Do you think We Happy Few or King of the Hill would make good Steam or Sin? No, We Happy Few is a terrible game, and I have no idea what King of the Hill game even is. I know what King of the Hill is, the TV show. I did not know how to game, so, but no, I don't think I'd send those or stream them. Not religious, so never been to one. It was interesting in the sense it was multiple kids at once. Was your voice on older videos sped up, or am I tripping? No, we had a different voice actor back then. We had to get rid of him because he's just too lazy. But no, back then, like in my earlier videos, I was worried that people wouldn't like the sound of my natural voice, as in what you're hearing right now, because I have a kind of a very flat, even tone that doesn't really have a lot of peaks and valleys. So back then I intentionally was like, "What's up, gamers? Dartigan Jones here. Bring you all the hottest Titanfall," that kind of stupid shit. I was also using a very cheap microphone that didn't really pick up very well, and using free audio editing software. So there's like a multitude of factors that contributed to that unique sound I had going back in that first 2 or 3 years of, making content. Nowadays I use all professional gear, and I do very little editing to the sound of my voice. That's why this is pretty much what I sound like. Like right now, I think there's like a little bit of equalization going on, and that's basically it. But no, I just like the story that, oh, we had a different voice actor. He just wasn't cutting it. Had to replace him with a professional. You pitched up your voice in your older videos? Yes, I did a little bit of equalization and pitched it up a bit. But I would also speak with a different cadence as well. Also used to speak really freaking fast in my older videos too. I'm like, because I was trying to get through it as fast as I could because I didn't want to make an ultra long video. I've slowed that down a bit too. You like the way your mic sounds? Oh, well, this is, I used Shure SM7B. It's pretty much the mic every streamer and YouTuber uses these days. It's a gigantic black cylinder. If you've seen anyone on camera on stream using it, it's one of those. Although I was one of the first people using one. I remember like learning about this mic decades ago. And always wanting one. So I was one of the first YouTubers to start using one of these, I think. You got the exact same one. Hey, it's a good mic, ain't it? The reason we all get them is because it's the only thing that's actually good for recording outside of a professional environment, since it rejects off-access noise so well. That's why everyone uses them. It's the only thing that won't pick up all the car noise or the house noise that you're using. Also, Jim, what's up, dude? If I stopped buying clothes made by children in the third world children, do you think God would hear my prayer and make it so I never have to listen to dialogue this cringe again? Man, I was fucking funny in that Kingdom Hearts video, wasn't I? Did the codes work for code like all the Fallout and Black? Did the codes work for Lucky? I don't know. I haven't asked her about any of that stuff. I will check and find out. I'm assuming they would. I don't see why they wouldn't. Do you think if you play some Kingdom Come Deliverance, you'll start with the original game first? I mean, I would have to, right? Since it's a direct continuation of it. I was baptized when I was younger. I thought it was just the adults trying to justify ritualistically drowning the pain in the ass kits. I mean, to some extent, it might be. Let's see. I'll probably get one eventually. Microphones have a cheap one right now. Yeah, these mics have gone up in price since they become like the YouTuber mic. They charge about $100 more these days. Baptized when you were younger, I thought it was just the adults. Yeah, I was never baptized myself. It wasn't really a church-going family. Right side, once you do Kingdom Hearts 4, you won't have to worry about 10 spin-offs of lore and shit to keep in mind. You think that, huh? You think I won't need to, like, keep in mind a bunch of other stuff? Second game is fairly high reviewed, and the first one was more lukewarm. I remember the first one, people were really liking it. It was just mainly the combat no one liked in it, and the save system. Ugh. Well, chat, we've dilly-dallied enough. We'll let people show up as they like. Let me just quickly do a Discord announcement real quick. I almost forgot to do that. Then we'll get to finishing up Doom. There we go. I'm ready to be. Chat is adequately fluffed. You've been adequately fluffed, according to yo Ash chat. Do you feel fluffed or not? So I'm gonna need to turn the audio back up. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear what little audio is in this game. We lift off halfway through this level. What's going on, Dart? I'm finishing up Doom tonight. That's what's going on, Pop Rose. How about you? Have you sinned your favorite game yet? If you have one. Have I sinned Final Fantasy IX or Deus Ex? No. I have sinned Resident Evil 4, though. So, one of my 3 favorites I've sinned. Yeah, so we just gotta, like, continue what we're doing. However, I am leaving a lot of money over there. But I can't. I don't know if I can reach it. Do I have the? I don't have the purple key yet for getting through the gates. I don't think. No, I do have a skull, so maybe I can get into it. Hold on. Is this one as good or as mid compared? This one is, I feel, lesser than the previous two. It's still fun, but I just don't feel it hits as hard as those two games did. Like I'm nearly finished with it, so it's not really going to change too much from this point on, and it just doesn't hit quite as hard. Deus Ex will make a good classic sin vid. Well, for that one, I would probably just make that a regular video rather than like lock it behind a paywall. Because I feel like that game's important to me, so I'd probably just make it so everyone can watch it. What if it's revealed Hitler from Wolfenstein was behind everything? What, in this game? I mean, they should actually include Hitler in hell at some point in a Doom game, just for that, you know, catharsis. No one would complain. It even makes logical sense. Yeah, even having to do something cute like, oh, BJ Blazkowicz. Hitler has a deep voice in my impression, apparently. Deep voice Hitler can't harm you, Chad. He's not technically real. Alright, moving on. Level of detail I look for in video games. I remember the Sniper Elite games with the special show. One of the slow-mo skills, you can shoot Hitler in the balls, and he only has one testicle. I bet it was tiny too, wasn't it? Here? Nope, nothing. What you've seen of the plot and story and narrative so far, do you already have ideas for jokes or sin? Yes, plenty. I've already started writing it, actually. Easy. But yeah, this will not be a difficult video to write. Hitler secretly had a high-pitched voice in private. The voice he gives in speech is his performance, and to cover up that, I mean, I don't doubt it. He seems like the type to be that you'll well, yeah, it definitely seems like the type. Like, I must hide the voice of weakness. Okay. I thought for sure there was something. Apparently I'm just crazy. What's the next big release that Dartigan is sure to check out? Death Stranding 2, I believe. will be my next big game that's on the release schedule. So really looking forward to that one. That one should be good stuff. I wonder if someone's gonna do a challenge run in this game where like, can you beat all of Doom just by parrying? Because I think you can actually for most enemies in the game, because your parry can do damage to them as well once you get certain abilities. The parry run of Doom. What's up, Robert? How you doing, man? Allergies been kicking my ass today, chat. That itchy eyes, itchy throat all day long. That time of year for me. I'm just like, I shouldn't really go out, but then I'm like, I gotta touch grass and see some sunshine or else I'm gonna go crazy. I just have to stomach it. First time playing Mass Effect, the first 20 minutes ticked me off for some reason, so I took a break and played Risk of Rain instead. Wow. I mean, hey, did you finally come back to it though? After that first opening of Mass Effect, it gets pretty good. Fixed it Monday, now it's just a cough, but Monday night I was feeling awful. Fever, chills, sweats, body aches, coughing, and trouble swallowing. It sucked. But you lived. And you know what? You're a stronger man because of it. Even if you were a woman before. I think I'll just go with the shield upgrades. And this is, let's see. Dealing multiple fire damage with a shield throw will empower your next shield charge, allowing you to deal increased damage to the primary target. That's good to me. When you die, chat, you become a Doom enemy, you realize. At least that's what this is implying. And you're actually quite low polygon, too. You lose polygons upon death. Death Stranding 2 is out on June 25th. What about Onimusha 2? Onimusha 2, I'll be playing that. I know that comes out relatively soon. How are the trials and tribulations of Buffy the Doomslayer? Yeah, why isn't there a good Buffy the Vampire Slayer game? But this game's alright. It's scratching, you know, a first-person shooter itch. I guess that's enough. That's all I needed to do. Onimusha 2 is next Thursday. I mean, I might check it out. I don't know. I don't really know much about Onimusha 2 other than it has some different guy who looks kind of weird as like the main character. But I also need to finish Oblivion if I get a chance to. Now that you've gone through the live craft parts, what do you think in the live craft parts? What do you mean the live craft parts? The Lovecraft, okay, the Lovecraft parts, okay. They weren't, I mean, as aesthetics only, they didn't really change anything in terms of like the game. I still think that's a much better aesthetical choice for like a Quake game than it is like Doom. But they were fine. I'm assuming I won't run into any more enemies like that though, which is kind of weird. Alright, we're heading over this way. Wraithstone at the top of that tower. Yeah, grabbed it. I've already got a full set anyways, I can't hold anymore. Oh, you mean the purple thing? But yeah, I grabbed it. I'm all good.
Totem obtained.
Because fuck Joss Whedon, he never cared about video games. Despite every single thing he ever made feeling like a video game cutscene. I don't know why this just feels like it's supposed to be DLC that got extended. This game, I will say this game does not feel like DLC to Doom Eternal to me. It plays very differently, which is not normally how a DLC is. So it doesn't have that feel to it. It just, you know, feels like a lesser version of something like Doom 2016. What's a lore reason for bloodthirsty demons to build all this architecture? I don't know. I was really trying to think of an answer for you there, but I don't think there is one other than, I mean, demons gotta have a place to rest their head at night too. That's what I'm assuming the answer is. I don't even remember attacking you. Like, everything around me dies now without me even, like, doing anything sometimes. There's way more pacing. Oh, yeah, the game has pacing issues for sure. That's why I say it's not as tightly done as, like, the previous two games. Like, the level design itself ruins the pacing at times. Like, hey, go grab a bunch of these items and, like, destroy these things, like, on multiple locations. Shit. Oh, fuck. Ouch. Doom really peaked in 20. It really did, actually. Like, I still think Eternal is not as good as Doom 2016. Let's see. If we go that way, but I'm gonna check what's at the top. Okay, that's not a jump I can survive, but I can just survive that one. Who even am I? And I probably should have gone over there to do the side objective somewhat. Okay, that's where we're headed. I will go back and get my shit. Do you have any intention of one day sending Doom 2016, or is it not bad enough? There's the thing with trying to send Doom 2016 is that the little plot there is even there, the main character does not give a shit about it and, you know, brushes it out of his way. Like, I don't know how I would go about taking the plot seriously when the main characters are like, I don't care about any of this shit. Get out of my way, let me kill fucking demons. So that kind of like makes it a little bit more immune than normal game than it normally would be, because, well, hell, it's not even. It's I really just be making the same joke about clean burning demon fuel over and over again. So could I send it? Yeah, but I don't think I think there's just better games I could send, or I mean, better videos I can make from other games. Did you play Sin Borderlands 4? Maybe. I've not been paying attention to that game though, I will say. Then again, never Sin Borderlands 3, so maybe not. I have like a massive like hate relationship with Borderlands in that I don't like Borderlands and I find it incredibly obnoxious. So I would probably be mean to it. And you don't want me being mean to a game. I'm still missing gold. What would you say is the worst and best enemy in the game so far? Right now, I really don't like those mind flayer looking things that you saw me fight a second ago, because you can't really hurt them. You have to shoot the fleshy part of their brain on the top to do any damage, and their melee attack just comes out really quick, so it's hard to like parry it sometimes. But I would say the most annoying attack is the most annoying enemy is those giant tentacles, weirdly enough. Because they just pop out of the ground and you don't even know they're there whacking on you while you're fighting everything else. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Japanese. I always hate tentacles. Best enemy? Honestly, the Hell Knights have a lot of variety in this one, so they're kind of fun. I just want them to bring back the cherubs from Doom 3, man. Those were creepy. Why don't we get cherubs anymore? Yeah, I've got everything else in this level, except for some gold over there, which I don't care for. I don't really need upgrades anymore. Like, I guess I could upgrade this thing. Well, that's upgraded. I guess I should just like save up money for the final part of this plague spell, because this thing is like nuking everything when I like do my parry moves. So I guess this is what I'll use it on. Wait a minute. Actually, no, this is the one I use, not the other one. But they're basically the same gun. I'll just hold on to that crystal. Maybe at my new job I can just, maybe with my new job I can just add some bits, make the financial and wise decision of buying more Greek food. I mean, hey, you can't go wrong with some Greek food. Mediterranean diet, baby. Hey, Monty, what's up, dude? Welcome back, man. How you been today? Wait, on the wrong way. We get on the ship, ship for the dead, huh? We really are doing the Kratos thing where we like die and fight our way out of hell, aren't we? Any performance issues? No, this game has ran flawlessly for me. And not only has it been running flawlessly, I got a card and CPU setup that they worry about that everyone else has been having issues. I got an AMD processor running with an NVIDIA GPU. but no problems. Got a word did that better? Well, it had a lot of practice. It did it several times.
Payment required.
That guy was like the hell version of a Walmart greeter. Fuck those spinning blades. Yeah, that final climb out of Hades in God of War 1 was terrible.
Routing to bridge.
Ooh, they waiting for me. Still can't kill you yet. Fuck that. Skill confused. It's like the past on Earth. No, this is like some alternate. There is a little bit of a multiverse in the world of Doom, since it deals with extra dimensional stuff. You have like our realm, you have like hell, you have like this weird sci-fi Viking realm. You have the spirit world, or whatever the hell we're in now. So they've added a few things to it. But yeah, as the lore goes, after like Doom 64, Doom guy like journeyed into hell alone and somehow got sent to some weird like sci-fi Viking world where he's like been partying since. I did all that without the berserk power up too, by the way. Yeah, this is just like in some like the ghost world or the wraith world or whatever they call it. So is Doom just some Ouroboros time loop? I don't think there's really much thought put into it. It's just like, rule of cool, do what you need to do to get things moving along, and you probably shouldn't think too much about it, because none of it ultimately matters that much. It's just like cool backdrops where you're shooting shit. Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all the worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? I think we're almost done with this level. Anything? Sure. Lots of secret there. Thoughts on the soundtrack? Extreme. The most disappointing thing in it, actually, has been the soundtrack. Like, supremely disappointed in the soundtrack. Like, I'm surprised it released with this. This feels like the music they would have like put in there as like a test, and then come up with what they actually wanted. Like, they couldn't even get like a big. It's fucking Doom. They could have gotten anyone they wanted to like make the soundtrack. Who probably would have like died the opportunity, but they're like, nah, let's go with some like some company that never did anything like this before. It's terrible. It's not, well, it's not bad, it just has no, it lacks all identity. You do not enjoy the level design. What do you think of the world design set pieces? We mean the set piece, like the themes of it? I mean, it works. All of it's workable, none of it's bad. It's just like, I don't know, it feels like they're almost out of ideas for this, to be honest with you. I guess you can only do so many, like, hell worlds before you eventually, like, mine the entire, like, idea you'll mine. Well, I'm good at rhetoric, aren't I? We mine the idea mine. There's no more ideas in this vein. We dig deeper. You come to like pain in which particular body part? Well-known music composer wouldn't take kindly to asking them, hey, could you copy this guy's style for me? Usually only well, they don't have to copy it, like, form. They can do something new. It just needs like hard ass fucking rock that melts your face off. There's a lot of different styles for that. super deaded her. Super deaded. Hey Darn, what's up, Dakola? How you doing, man? What happens now? Apparently DMC Spy Story was continued in a Chinese gacha game, complete with Dante and Virgil breaking out of hell only to find Virgil has another child, a daughter, who agrees to team up with her father and uncle to take down a super demon. I don't know if that's actually going to remain canon though. That feels like it's like, yeah, this is the canon in China, which can sometimes be different from the canon anywhere else. Super demon, huh? Trent made the Quake soundtrack. It's why you see NIN symbols on ammo boxes, you know, 9 Inch Nails. Could have done something new, but now the executive and producers asked them to keep with the classics. Actually, this doesn't even keep. I don't recognize any like noticeable Doom beat in this. Is the problem with the music? Why does Virgil keep fucking? I mean, someone in the family's got to. Well, at least they like made the door to get out of like the underworld pretty obvious. Time to go get the One Piece. Wait, you just do it? Sure, why not? Doors open, boys. Everyone gets out now, including Hitler. Kratos watching this like, that's my boy. When making sins, do you read the lore for the games, or do you just go by? If I don't know the lore, if it's something I'm not too familiar with, I will bone up on it. Most of the time, I at least know something. I've played the games before, or it's a brand new game, so I'm learning along with everyone else. No mecha Hitlers, huh? Company did Borderlands 3, Callisto Protocol, and Halo Wars 2 soundtrack. Made this game soundtrack. Yeah, and does anyone ever talk about those games soundtracks? Alright, we got 3 missions left, I think. Oh, we're in World War One. No man's land, huh? Placeholder text in the air? What do you mean? Wait, the people turned into trees here? Wait a minute, did they rip that out of Chainsaw Man? They couldn't have. They couldn't have just taken that idea from Chainsaw Man. Well, this version of World War I France looks just like the real rural Britain. How does River of Blood get here? You're starting to see a sprite of tiny white text over there, not readable though. Oh well. This reminds me of Max Payne 1, actually.
By blood right, we invoke the dark powers to call upon the damned.
Souls of those who committed suicide are transformed into trees within the wood of the suicides, a specific location in the seventh circle of hell. Transformation is symbolic. They are just stealing from Italians as usual. And this make him semi-demonic as well. I don't think he's long since stopped being a human. But he still cares about his rabbit. That's the future icon of sin, that guy there. Huh. Well, I'm glad they just had this in their backyard.
The outer defenses were slaughtered. Milbig's forces are surrounded.
The Creed just surrendered. He's not responding. We'll just hold off upgrading right now. Actually, wait a minute. Nah, I'm pretty happy with my build. You like this skelly base? I like that he just looks like Guts from Berserk. Who do I have to kill to get this purple bar down? Better give me somebody.
There we go. Took inspiration, especially with the knockoff God Hand. Yeah, a little bit. But they didn't go twink enough with the villain. That's the problem. Look at that, filled up the bar. Should health bar be red or green, or should it start as green but turn red when it drops? I don't know. I mean, it's fine the way it is, I think. No reason to keep changing its color. It'll just confuse people. Alright. Oh no, this is gonna... I hope this is like the last, like, long level where I go multiple places. Destroy siege towers. Have we had any boss fights with the main villains? No. There hasn't really been any boss fights in the game so far. There's just these like, challenge arenas where you have like a guy you can't attack until you like decrease the enemy morale. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Did you defeat Cthulhu? Yeah, sadly you don't technically get a boss fight with him. You just get eaten by him, and then you just like go inside his body, kill an organ, and then it's just like an entire level. I was hoping to actually like shoot the dude, or get into a robot and find him at the very least. Nope, can't be punching out Cthulhu, I guess. Why does it seem this game takes the lame route when given a cool concept? I mean, yeah, you'd think if you're going to go to the trouble of putting Cthulhu into your Doom game, you'd have your Doom guy fight Cthulhu. These are the enemies I hate the most. Probably was a waste to use that, but you know what? Don't grab it.
Second tower is
What
down.
difficulty level does Dartigan play on? This is on hard mode. It just doesn't seem like it's hard, does it? I want to take credit for me to be good at Doom. But I don't know. I had a way harder time with the Doom Eternal and Doom DLC, Eternals DLC than I am this game. Alright. Next Hellgate is over there. Actually, I'm not sure where it's at. All the way over there. Opposite of skill issue. I'm like a victim of my own, like, arcade shooter competence, actually. Like in Eternal, he at least blew a hole in Mars surface. So that was in 2016, actually. Pretty sure that was 2016, wasn't it? No, I think you're right. It was Eternal. Never mind. What did Goon Guy accomplish in this game? I actually don't know.
Enemy threat has been eliminated.
Because we know these guys technically
He's
get like,
regained
they
control of the
lose to
battlefield.
hell eventually. Like, we know they ain't winning this fight. Even though I'm assuming we're beating the leader of hell in this game. Alright. What's next? Spoiler free, they leave a lot of actual conclusion for the DLC. Of course they do. Need one of you boys to open this door for me. Florida man sends a 20 years in prison for using a lost nuke to power his house for free for a lost nuke? How did they... Where do you get a lost nuke at? Also, it's not exactly Florida, but there was a guy who just recently won like $150 million in the lottery, and then a week within winning it, he violated his parole and kicked a police officer. I just think that's funny. I love it when someone just gets unfathomably rich and then immediately reveals how white trash they are. Like, 'cause that's who you want, you know. That's the expectation. What did that do? Well, whatever that did, I don't know. Didn't open the gate I needed to open, that's for sure. Oh, wait. Steven Seagal offered you $1 million to lose to him in a fight, would you do it? Depends on my current situation, because I might need $1 million. And also the amount of good I could do with that money. Why are there fireballs underwater? Don't worry about it. They just work that way here. They're hell fireballs. They're different. Alright, we got the purple key. Go here and grab all us. You said you sold yourself what? It's not gonna happen, so I don't even have to think about it. When's it? Why? He doesn't even have $1 million to offer me. Look, I've already got my future fortune planned out. I'm gonna get the gamer subs, the gamer subs thing going. I'm gonna craft the most popular gamer subs waifu flavor, and you're all gonna buy it. I'll have a soft drink empire of waifu cups and shit. That's all I need in life. I just have to wait for them to open up their sponsorship program again. Alright, why would having money mean you lose basers? You can like gain money in unscrupulous ways that make you not have respect for yourself anymore. That's very it's a very common trait. Can you judge people by what they would do with hypothetical situations? I mean, yes, that's how you judge anyone, by their actions. What if the fight was reported? Would you still take the money and lose? I don't think anyone would shame me over getting the bag in that case. Like, you get your bag, king. You know, the get your bag culture has made it so you can do anything shameless to get money now, and no one gives a damn. We live in the get your bag culture kind of thing, chat. This is a gigantic goddamn maze of level. What if in this fight you're representing the sweet lady America and Steven Seagal was fighting on behalf of you know, if you increasingly make like set new standards to this fight, you will eventually get to a point where, yeah, I will lose the $1 million. Like, Dartigan, what if there's like 1 million babies' lives on the line? Would you still like take the $1 million over that? If the goal is forever shifting on the morality of it, then eventually, yeah, you'll find my limit. Who's a favorite YouTuber you enjoy watching? I like Maximilian, dude. I enjoy watching primitive technology. I just respect that level of like creativity. Create a channel that he's got over like 10 million subs by never speaking a word, just by doing interesting shit. And he's also got all these copycat channels now that just like make swimming pools in Indonesia or something. Blade Master. Just testing my Seagal limits. I see. I'm just gonna stick with this. I don't really need this anything other than that. This has been a good spell for me. Alright, where to go next? Is this one of those Doom games in which the end boss fight and Doom guy are theorized to be the same guy? No, that was the Eternal DLC, I think, that did that. Okay, I've made pretty good pace through this. I've actually almost got everything. We're gonna head off over here. I don't even know how there have been a DLC to Eternal. They just like continued the fight into hell, hoping to like destroy the leader of hell and like destroy all the demons or something. Oh. Pain. Don't even really need this. Have you ever considered being a silent YouTuber? You could still do what you do now with GameSins. You would just play clips of the games and let people judge it themselves. I mean, that's not really my style. I like to talk and narrate things, and people like my voice, so I don't think that'd work as well for me. I like to feel like I'm putting in a bit more work. There's certain things that it's hard to like get across without, you know, talking about them as well, I feel.
Enemy troops have been obliterated.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me about it. I know. Alright, guess we're getting this anyways. Do you think this really needed to be a prequel? Not really, but I guess they wanted to show off like this like space age Viking shit more because they thought people loved it or whatever. Or maybe people did love it, I don't know. I was indifferent to it. I just like killing demons, I don't really care the setting. I'm just as happy doing it in the middle of like a space station on Mars versus like a Viking fantasy setting that they came up with. This way. Yeah, I prefer the classic space station vibe. I don't know, that just seemed to work. Alright. Go grab this other... I didn't give you guys permission to come out yet. Good. Let's see, over that way. And up this. Come on, do the thing. Ain't got all day here.
Taking heavy casualties.
They don't actually die though, do they? I don't think in the lore. They just go back to hell. I guess they gotta say it's casualties for the press. Make people feel good. Excellent. They die. It's just that they can be revived if a lot of magic is used, which isn't the most, isn't for most demons. Okay. I see then. Alright, I think I've, like, cleared this entire level out. Or at least as much as I want to clear it out. Are you a member of Club 33 in Disneyland? I've never been to Disneyland, so I'm afraid not. This isn't like the weird Disney sex cult thing, is it? Or is it I'm assuming there's a Disney sex cult thing, orgy, that happens there in private, if you know the right handshake signal. Alright, here we go. Sir Chance Charmsy Drama Night. Charmsy Drama? No, she's streaming though. I never... Okay, there's a yellow keycard up there. If I'm a princess, what does that make lucky? You know what? We'll have to figure that question out one day. I'll shoot another green thing at me. Do you think there's an old club at Disney World that got accused of having homosexual people because gays dance together? Oh, that's how it starts, you know. First you're dancing, then you're having gay sex. Oh, I didn't see you. Yeah, it's been a while since I had to use one of these. No, fuck you, you're wasting too much time. My dragon couldn't have come a little bit sooner.
There's one left.
What up, Dory? What's up, music? How you doing? I really don't need more money at this point. Lucky takes off her mask and it's Steven Seagal. What do you do? I'm very impressed by her acting ability at that point, actually. Yeah, they asked him what I'd say. I said, I'm very impressed by your acting ability. I have to take back everything I've said about him as an actor. She heard that question, by the way, Chad. Well, you know, you just made my girlfriend laugh pretty hardly. Feel good about that. All right, that okay. Was not necessary. Damn darts, you're gay. I'm not judging you, but man, Steven Seagal, really? I mean, hey, we all have our weakness. Mine is like con artists turned actors. And then who get very overweight and do Russian propaganda. Would make sense why she chose a pathetic clown like you. I mean, she actually does know some like Jeet Kune Do and Aikido kind of like stuff. Would explain things. me like close my door real quick. There we go. Temperature is changing a little too much. You need an adult? There are several in chat. Pick, but choose wisely. Choose wisely. Now, where am I headed to? My dragon landed somewhere. Make it sense why she chose a pathetic clown like me. I mean, pathetic clowns like me have been winning the dating game for years now. That's why so many people are angry. Why they choose this person instead of me? They're a clown. They're stupid. It's actually one of the reasons things are so bad these days. No one can really understand why clowns get all the the women. Someone called for an adult, not you specifically, but you may be able to function as one temporarily. Believe me if I've only been at work 2 days this week. I mean, I'd believe you. Are you still gonna have a job come the end of the week? All right. I don't really have any more shield upgrades yet. I don't really need. I'm not gonna use any of these other spells. Got this upgraded. I guess I could upgrade. Yeah. Really, I'm not gonna be switching out. I wish just put these points into guns now. I'll save them for the rocket launcher. You never learn Jeet Kune Do.
The Creed ship is powering up. The Makers won't allow this. The Slayer will decide his fate.
Is this a natural occurring formation in these rock walls? Volume has been low to my section of the shipping industry, so hours have been low, huh? Oh, the ship. Well, no wonder you're not doing much. From what I've heard, ports are practically almost empty at this point. And like prices are about to go sky high in Walmart. Any other retailer. So wait, we're gonna kill that con maker though, not the con, whatever that big white dude is. The cons, or what are they called? I thought the first time we ever did that was in Eternal. Oh, we fighting these dudes again, huh? They were way tougher in the previous game. Creed Maker, the race is the Makers, and their leader is the con. Yeah, I thought like the first time he ever killed any of them was in the next in Eternal.
It is your duty to protect your creed.
Pathetic. Does this make you Bayonetta? I get they're not really angels. They're just like they kind of like dress. They cosplay as that.
Princess Nick, please, help me. I could still be of service.
Okay.
I only did what was asked of me.
Do you think he realizes this isn't a very good attack? Turns out Doom guy is a bullet hell master.
I'm worth more to you alive than dead. I can bring you Prince Asric.
Oh. Is that how you always look? Oh, that hurt. I'm hitting with like a Looney Tunes gun. Did you realize this, chat? Like a spring-loaded, like your punch glove.
Wait. Thera. Azaric is keeping her alive on his ship. If she dies, his power would die with her. I can take you to her.
We killed the Doom equivalent of a Pepe frog. Fun fact, this gun slowly drives the user insane, except Doom guy, of course. I don't think he has much sanity in him, other than like hate and rage. So it makes sense. How am I doing, Dart? Well, I'm about to finish a video game, so I'm doing pretty damn good. Could they have made this a little faster? Alright, next level. So we're down to the last two. Final battle, and I'm assuming an epilogue then. Getting the fucking robot Doom guy. Has the combat picked up? Yes, it did pick up around the midpoint. But there's still things that never did, like the level design, story, music. Those never really got on par with what I would expect of it. How many, is that like a 32 pack abs that guy has? Though he's kind of looking like Fire Lord Ozai from Avatar right now. You're excited for Deliver at all costs. I've seen trailers for that iCam and it does look pretty good.
It won't be ready in time, sir.
Refueling complete.
Give him
Pattern
mine.
Online.
Who knew Doom was Evangelion? It is now. Are we going out with one arm? Oh, he's in my shitty one.
Fire!
You know, the Doom 2016 made the Night Sentinels seem like they were these epic badasses. They're no better than like regular human soldiers from like Earth. Alright, the King's Atlan comes equipped with a powerful new tier of finisher Siege Breakers. These can be accessed by complete filling of your combo meter. The Siege Breakers can deal massive damage to your primary target and also destroy armor.
Combat mode engaged. Siege breakers are on and online.
Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Slayer is tearing through the front lines.
Those Titans are protecting the siege towers.
Sentinels lasted centuries against the demons. The humans fell more densely. I mean, I just don't see what's so special about them in terms of like their abilities. They just shoot guns and wear armor. Also, can you guys hear me over this? This is very noisy. For the Hellgate generator. Ripping and tearing. We're almost done ripping and tearing. I'm out of ammo. Has Dart fought Cthulhu from the trailer? Yeah, we didn't fight him. We went inside his body and just blew up his heart. So there was no actual like fight, as you would probably think. He was just a level. You know, I gotta say, when you make your cities look like this, you're kind of asking hell to invade. You shouldn't really like your entire city look like a gothic graveyard or cathedral. So that trailer was a lie? I mean, you do meet Cthulhu or something Cthulhu-like in the game. That isn't a lie. You just don't fight it. Maybe it'll come back, I don't know. Kojima added a day-night cycle to Metal Gear Solid. I mean, yeah, it worked. Alright, what are we doing? Chad, this is what it's like when you're playing Duke Nukem and you get the shrink ray and it's gonna squish all your enemies. Dude looks less like a demon of hell, more like a marble then. Oh, maybe we do get a fight Cthulhu. But no, I spoke too soon, Jim. Trailer, you no longer have to do your class action lawsuit. We're gonna punch Cthulhu in the face, which is a meme if you can believe it. Cthulhu don't have a dick. Oh, they brought him back to life by putting out... They gave him a heart transplant. Fiber Cthulhu. Enslaved by the Hells and Dartigan fights the cosmic realms off. Yeah, bring it. Sweep the lead. prime inspiration with this. The devs, the combat design, just a fight with the gladiator from Eternal. A little bit, yeah. Fortnite, I know Darth Vader is actually in, Fortnite now and says things in AI voice. It's actually pretty funny. 100 bits from GMC ripping off an Eldritch God had to be like that, huh? Cthulhu Dartigan rip. Finally decided to step it up, huh? We put a Dark Soul boss into this. Isn't like... Yeah, it would help if I actually, like...
This is true power.
How does it feel to treat me like you do? All that for trouble. Oh, I did way more than just that. I beat the shit out of him. I knew he's gonna have a phase 2. I was saving my shotgun for this.
Enough of this!
Yes, I would like that hill, please. Rocket launcher healing recommended. I didn't need it, obviously. Oh, he gave us a big old neck. Really? After all that, I lose the cutscene? He about to kill my dragon. This is gonna be like the bunny all over again. You do not touch the dragon or the bunny. PTSD mode activated. Hate levels rising. Actually out of like shotgun rounds. Are you doing the gamer lean? A little bit. It's a minor lean. Launcher rockets. Wait, what am I doing? I got shots of this. I've been saving this one. Perfectly timed BFG. What can you tell me about generic Devilman? He was... I don't know, actually. He's kind of boring. He was bald. He led hell or wanted to lead hell? I don't know. You consider yourself a pro gamer or normal? I'm just an above average gamer. I ain't pro.
Azric's life signal is still active. It is transmitting now from the Hell Dimension.
He lives to remain boring. Not an epilogue? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's technically one level left, so I'm not sure what else I can do. Put her in the Pokeball. I gotta tend to my dragon.
Vera. Are you all right?
I am.
Just as BJ Blazkowicz page, there's so time travel and multiverse shit, and I'm just why? Because that's what they thought was popular at the time while they were developing these. That's what they saw Disney was going to do, so a lot of other people decided they wanted to do it as well, because they thought it'd be a big thing to get the kids to go play their games. Right? What happens now? Do you like sci-fi combined with medieval fantasy settings? Generally, no. They're not very good. Except for Warhammer 40k. That's the only good one. Sad that this game did not cover the Unholy Crusade. What was the Unholy Crusade again? Stuff mentioned on the old game's codex, yeah, but I forgot what it took place during it. Massive Sentinel invasion of hell. Hell got like wiped. Was that before or after the events of this game though? Oh wait, you guys just like gathered for this? You're not going. Okay, you're going in. You guys should go in after all. They look straight out of Gears of War. They're big burly men. Of course they do. The armor, they wanted to make him look more like Guts from Berserk.
Lead Azra to the Slayer.
Draw the horde to us.
He's like an Overwatch character who just used their ultimate. Okay, I'm gonna need some ammo for my shotgun. Okay, one final level hop. Kind of weird they threw this in after what I just did, though. But it doesn't seem like it's, well, you know, just because this is just one part of it. There's probably more later. Punish the guilty.
Buy him as much time as you can.
Well, that's a nice sight, but why does he got them on crosses, his own demons? Campaign DLC, that's what I keep hearing. Obviously not what anyone wants, but what the industry standard is, chat. You can't deny it. Need to make more money off their investment. The only way to do that is to keep you buying and coming back to the game. I don't know why I'm speaking in this tone of voice, though. do your Sundowner impression. That kind of was the Sundowner impression. Hold it. Fucking invincible. Well, this game will make you feel that way at times. Alright. I don't even care about extras at this point. I don't really have anything to really I need to upgrade. What am I doing? Enter the lower keep. Parry a hail surge projectile empowers your next shot, or rocket launcher projectiles deal increased damage. Cannibalism? Okay, what is it? It's locked. Oh, because I haven't upgraded this one yet. Duh. Whew. Oh. Well, chat, you can now be impressed. I did all that for a plastic figurine. All right. What's next? The virtual Funko. Look, they go in Doom Guy's Yo collection. Man's gotta have a hobby when he lives a life like this. Reviews believe anyone who collects little plastic toys wouldn't tumble all over the place. Have you seen this in person though? Have you seen them tumble? If you could, would you suck your own dick? No. I have self-respect. The side's not gonna be as good as your hand anyways. So why give yourself back problems? We know your throat goat. How would you know that though, without experiencing it? Of all the things you take my word on, that's the one. Good. Alright. Might want to get this extra life though. I'm not sure there's going to be another final boss because I don't even know what it could be at this point. Like, what could I possibly even fight? After fighting Cthulhu, then like a powered up super demon. Like, the only thing left is that witch lady, and I don't think she's supposed to be that tough, but I could be wrong. Sega teaming with Roblox to create the first official Like a Dragon Yakuza VR chat safe space will be kid-friendly, full of memes. Terrible. Could have men and grown men in their underwear acting like babies. Not really the kind of game any of you should be playing. That was the hardest fight in the game, what I just did. I mean, this is alright. I feel like there's some, like, fights that have been tougher. Hardest boss fight, the Enchanted Archdemon, huh? You know what? Are no Archfiend in this game, weirdly enough. You know, like that really annoying enemy from, like, you know, Eternal? No Archfiend. Archvile is pretty sure is here, but got turned into fodder. Archvile, like the toughest demon you ever had to like face in the, you know, all of Eternal? I don't think so. Did you just jump out of a monster closet at me? You did. What is your ranking of the modern Doom games? 2016 Eternal in this? Yes. That's my ranking, actually. I feel like that's pretty fair, too. 2016 just had what I call perfect pacing for a game like this. It was just like, mwah. It wasn't that complicated, but it just did what it did really well. And that's what I prefer a game to do. Eternal was still really good, but it muddled itself up a little bit with all the platforming stuff and a few other things here and there. Can I not get up there? Do I need a brick? What am I missing? Oh. I knew there was something. And a moon. The things just die in one hit now. I feel like the cool moments in Eternal far exceed the moments in this game. They do. I do feel like there were fights in Eternal that once you got past it, you were like sweaty. Whereas this game has honestly been kind of easy. Like there have been times where it's gotten actually like, it made me feel like I was playing Eternal here and there, or Doom 2016. But I think it's just that there's a lack of pressure. There's not really that many pressure enemies that hit you all at once. If you remember, Eternal was really good at, here's a pressure enemy that you had to laser focus on and like dodge everything else coming your way. And you said it just like you would like shit your pants when Archvile, you know, shows up because you know it's gonna mess you up hardcore. This game kind of lacks that. It just has like here's a bunch of enemies that I can kind of that are kind of like tough, but I can still kill them pretty quickly. Also, the super shotgun just feels like, if you remember, they wanted the super shotgun not be so overpowered in Eternal. They kind of like made it overpowered again this one. Not that I'm complaining. However, it doesn't mean I don't need to like switch weapons very often. Wish they went harder on, yeah, I wish the music overall was just, you know, better. That being said, I still have enjoyed the game. I don't dislike it. I just think my expectations were too high after the past two. And I did like the idea of like a prequel in this one to go back and do all this stuff, but they didn't really do much of that either. Oh wait, there's more up there. Oh wait. Oh, I bet I know what I gotta do. I heard this game was called Doom Dark Age. I sort of expected it to be during the literal Dark Ages with barely any sight, but that'd make it too much like Time Splitters, I feel. Yeah, like that just reminds me of Time Splitters if you want to go that route. No, the monsters wasn't, dude. Which the Time Splitters is a game that should also come back, by the way. What would you think of the melee Doom game where you go around the sword and shield? I mean, I'm pretty sure that exists to a degree. I don't know. I know I've seen some. I mean, that's kind of what God of War was, actually. All right. Mick Foley, upon recovering from his 15 diagnosed concussion in his life, set to lose another 50 pounds so he can have one more match. Please no, he's gonna die. Just give it up. He's like what, in his 60s or like he's got to be in his 60s, right? The Occulon projectiles deal increased splash damage at the cost of more self damage, or carrying a health surge projectile empowers your next shot. Fine, we'll use this on this because I ever want this one. More than anything else. My build is pretty damn, kicking ass right now. Let's see.
Approaching Azric's hangar.
I really want the devs to explain how Doomslayer loses his shield, but I guess maybe he gives it up or it breaks. That'd be my guess. He meets a force, I can finally break it. Alright, I gotta go kill the big guy. This is one in. Actually. I got all demonic upgrades. Oh, there's another one. Shit. Oh, you look special. Even a BFG shot didn't kill that guy in one hit. Where's he gonna go? It's hell. All right, what's left? Hell spawns almost all of creation. Yeah, but I mean, it's like this villain just doesn't do anything for me. I like they had like hell cameras ready to like see anyone like getting on board his ship.
Locking on Asterix signal now.
He's on board. We hold our ground until he finishes this.
All right, this must be the final boss. And I fell. Prize caught. Where? Do I have infinite berserk, by the way? I think I do.
Kill him. Avenge your god.
both get... Okay.
Kill him now. As long as I live, the old one can still be resurrected.
Yeah, let's use this. What did you get? I mean, what's going on here? Why are you dying? There we go.
I command the Horde. Kill me, and this war will never end.
So how's this final boss fight working out for you, chat? Ow, ow, ow. What am I doing? I got another shot of this. Oh, actually, I don't. Compared with the old icon of sin at the end of the Eternal, that was kind of easy. Shield Cthulhu too. Like seeing the experience of the game. Yeah, he became a bitch. What's the next level? I think we're done. What's the next game you mean? I need to finish Oblivion because I did start that. But I also have another game I'm going to play, an indie game. But I also want to do a modded version of Resident Evil 4 Remake where I play a randomizer. Cool witches explode. Killed my dragon. guy whose son becomes Icon of Sin. Yeah, but does that actually matter here? Oh well, guess we'll leave. Did you vote for this man, chat,
Any
with his,
word?
you know, bare chest?
No one has seen him since the assault. We are much better off with him on his own. And you, young sentinel, your father tells me great things about you.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, sir.
The Maker's Church has disavowed all actions taken by the Creed. They give their word he was acting alone.
You love the aesthetic of what, the
and
armor
they'll
and
bring
stuff? Yeah, it's
justice
pretty
to
nice.
anyone that collaborated with them.
We'll move forward with our own Inquisition, quietly.
It is time to look forward. We will always be a people of faith. But we must consider now who we will put that faith in. And I say to you, there is no better place to turn to than ourselves. This is our home, and we will stand together to the last sentinel to defend it. As we have before. As our ancestors
Unexpected happy
did.
noise. I mean, hey,
As we always
plenty for him to fight.
And lastly, I'll ask you to join me now in paying our respect to him. The people of Argentanur rest easier now, knowing he is out there.
Targets identified.
Got our own ship. Was Argent future Earth? No, it's like some other dimension. I think there'll be an after credits scene. Underwhelming. They're trying their best with this music. It just ain't hidden. That's complete. You know, I never realized what dick-sucking lips the main villain kind of had. Those were puckered. He had some DSLs on him. Doom guy gets excommunicated. I know he just like keeps killing demons until they like lock him up in a tomb and then gets found by humans in the future. You're whelmed. I mean, I enjoyed the second half of the game way more than the first. But all the major criticisms I had never really got addressed. It's just the gameplay started working a bit better for what they designed it to be. All right. Well, chat, we finished Doom. What'd you think? Were you in the stream or play something else? I'm gonna like raid Lucky actually. She's playing Red Dead Redemption 2 tonight. And hey, no, there's no reason to play something else after all that. My muscle memory is, primed for like, action game. Didn't Eternal reveal he was like a gladiator slave in the past? When he first arrived in that dimension, they made him into that, yeah. Balls. And what else? GG. Hey, Ty Review, thanks for the GG. But, yeah. Well, no music over these credits at all. There's a little bit. This is your last chance for the soundtrack to really kick it in. This is really long, just letting you know what this game? For the Doom game, it's kind of long. Music was whelming. Yeah, whoever they went for with the music, that was like a mistake on their part. I would have like, oh, that was just a horrible decision. Game looked alright. The game was good. I'm not saying this game was not a bad game. This was a good FPS game that can stand toe to toe with a lot of other ones. It just doesn't stand toe to toe with its previous two games. I hope they get Andrew Hushall back. Yeah, he can do good stuff. The DLC music he made was really good, and would have definitely been better than this. Out of 10, what would you rate this? I'd rate this an 8 out of 10. It just, the plot was terrible, like hackneyed. So were the characters. The music was forgettable. Those were the two big things that really hurt it. And I thought the level design, when the mission design was also really, just not good. But when the combat was, clicking, it clicked pretty well. It does make you feel really powerful, halfway through it, as you notice. I was just chainsawing through every enemy in front of me. Don't forget to yes, please like my stream, and also stick around, because I'm going to send you guys over to another great streamer, both on YouTube and Twitch. Wow, there's no music happening even during the credits. Nightmare, huh? How about that? Well, we finished Doom, chat. I say I deserve a pat on the back for that one. However, that's it for me tonight. Another 3-hour stream, but it is what it is. Probably going to take a day or two off so I can work on the script for this and hopefully get it done really quickly, because it shouldn't take me long to make this one. But also just need to recharge that social battery. But I want to thank all of you for being here with me tonight and having a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you're new here, subscribe or like the channel on YouTube. You can also follow me on Twitch. I've got a Discord link down below. You can join my community, talk with me and anyone else there anytime you like. Thank you for any subs, bits, gift subs, whatever tonight as well. Much appreciated. And the mods too. And also got Patreon if you want to check that out. Am I an introvert? Every streamer and content creator is an introvert. It's our secret. But yeah, I'm going to send you guys over to my girlfriend Lucky, who's streaming Red Dead Redemption tonight. I think you guys will enjoy that if you haven't seen her before. If you have and you want to stick around, give her channel a like or a follow if you like. It's up to you. I don't think you'll regret it, that's for sure. But it also would make me happy. And you like making me happy, don't you? Just form this parasocial relationship finally by just liking someone else. Alright, that's it for me. I'm going to send you guys over to Lucky now. Enjoy the next few days. I'll be back either with more Oblivion or some kind of indie game. And I got Resident Evil 4 remake stream coming up soon as well. Peace, everybody.